Hello YouTube, it's Birdo Prey 5 and welcome back to a kind of episode of City Skylines Nerd Map. I'm calling this episode 8.5 because truth be told, there's not a hell of a lot I plan on doing today of particular interest. I'm just gonna try and get the subway system fixed. It was something I was gonna do off camera, but I never really got the time to do it. So I figured I'll do it on camera and we can chat or something for those so inclined. But I am not anticipating this being a particular fancy episode. I don't know how to put it, but it could act as good filler for those who will be waiting for Anti-Tracker stream in a couple hours about the new Twilight Zone. Now I will do my best. I will not talk about spoilers, but I will probably have to just vent a little after watching the 2 Twilight Zone episodes today, because again, no spoilers, but no, I am not a fan. Thomas Potts is first and says hi. Kathleen, aka Derek McManus, is a close second and says almost first. Lol. Thomas Potts says hear you, or maybe I'm April fooling you. Well, we'll just take that chance. John Meyer says, hail Bird, dang it Potts. Sci-Fi Guy says, hi Bird, welcome Sci-Fi Guy. Kathleen, Derek McManus says, hit like and spam the chat for lols. Josh Street says, Bird, why are you teasing us with April Fool's joke of a stream? This is not a joke. I am freaking exhausted. Oh my god. I'm exhausted. Thomas Potts. Like 10 or 12 spam messages. Robert Knowles says, hi Bird, and Josh Street is also getting in on the spam. I was blaming it all on Thomas. John Meyer says, spam a lot. Josh Street says spam in a can. Those of you who do not have wrenches, YouTube, I guess I should switch to live chat now. Okay. Yeah, those without wrenches, be aware, YouTube may come down pretty hard on you posting if you post too much to the chat. It's nothing I can control. And just a heads up. Brian McFarland says, hi-de-ho everybody, hi-de-ho. Brian Kronos says first Qapla. Okay, Kronos, first Qapla it is. Derek McManus says spam the stream, lols. John Myers says, Potts, bring me a shrubbery. Shrubbery? I don't know what it is either. I mean, I know what shrubbery is, but a shrubbery? And Derek says, go live, I can hear Cassie? You mean Sassy? Josh Street says, Kronos, or is it's a moth in a Kronos suit? Okay, so here we are, Nerd Island, Nerd Islands. John Meyer says Monty Python. Duh. You know, I have to be honest, not really a Monty Python fan. I mean, some of the movies, or the movie, I don't know how many there were, wasn't bad, but I don't know. Too much Monty Python. It's not for me. Okay, so our goal today is to get rid of the speed limits on public transportation, which I believe we can do with a combination of this mod and this, and well, how did I do it last time? Okay. So we got speed limits. Okay, 100, 100. That's probably... There we go. Perfect. Okay. So... all of the hundreds have to be changed to infinite speed, and then we can go ahead and make adjustments to the actual speed of the metro cars on the subway. And I know this is boring as F, as the young people would say, but that's the stream you signed up for. I'm sorry to tell ya, they can't all be gold mines. Oh man, that's a busy station over here. So yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes of Twilight Zone, and I have to say I watched with positive. I was hoping that, hey, everything CBS All Access does, it doesn't mean everything they do is total garbage, right? I was like, this could be the one that makes me really think is maybe CBS All Access isn't terrible. Maybe I'll even keep the subscription past my 3-month free period if Twilight Zone is good. And what do I get? In the very first 2 minutes of the first episode, now I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say language unbecoming of the Twilight Zone. Okay, this is not a family show. Even less so than Star Trek Discovery. If you had any what's that called? Any dreams of sharing the Twilight Zone series with your kids, thinking, oh, maybe CBS made it somewhat cool or something, and wouldn't it be nice if the family could sit and watch new Twilight Zone together, like maybe you remember doing in your childhood? No, that's out the window. fact, even in the free episode that's on YouTube, there's a very, very strong warning that mature content warning. This is not for kids. Reminds me of the Frank Sinatra song. In olden days, something. New authors to only use 4-letter words. Yeah. Did not appreciate in the first 2 minutes. I don't want to give it away, but we'll say vulgar language being used by people of all sexes, genders, and well, let's just say across the spectrum. Across the spectrum. Also, it just wasn't very funny. It wasn't very funny. I mean, the comedian is played by a legit funny comedian guy. I mean, I don't want to give away who it is, but let's say I've seen his work. I've seen him in other shows and movies, and he is legit funny in these other things he does. So I know he could be funny, but I guess he's purposely written as a bad comedian for this story. But then even when he becomes a good comedian, or at least we're supposed to believe he's become a good comedian, absolutely nothing he says is particularly funny. I mean, there is not a joke to be found in the house. Not a legitimate joke whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty disappointing. Now the second episode, The Terror at 30,000 feet. I will go and just say that at least it is not the same plot from the famous William Shatner version, and there's at least one, and I think there's actually 2 or 3 throwbacks to previous Twilight Zone episodes, including the Shatner episode. But if I'm correct, it's at the very beginning and damn near the very end. Oh, and then the other problem is that the first episode is 57 minutes long, and that is with no commercials. 57 minutes long with no commercials. Okay, Twilight Zone, original Twilight Zone, was great because they were half-hour episodes, and even with the commercials, which granted weren't as many commercials as there are today, but even with the commercials in a half-hour episode, it was enough time to tell a decent story. And season 4, where they went to the 1-hour long episodes, season 4 was a train wreck of a season. You can't even get season 4 on streaming today because that's how bad season 4 was. No one wants it. Okay, you could get 1, 2, 3, and 5. Because in season 5, they went back to half-hour episodes. A half-hour episode on a streaming service would have been perfect. Because, you know, you could have an episode anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes and no real commercials to worry about, or limited commercials depending on your plan. And you know, you don't have to worry about fitting it in a TV schedule. But no, 57 minutes, a grueling 57 minutes for the first episode. It just felt like they were keeping the punishment going an absurdly long amount of time. The second episode was a much more manageable 37 minutes, but even that felt a bit forced. And not... I know what you're gonna say. I shouldn't even go there, but... I'm all for diversity in shows, okay? In The Expanse, frickin' arguably the most diverse show on TV. The Expanse is awesome, right? Nobody really denies that. But in The Expanse, you don't... I'm not gonna say you don't notice the diversity, but the diversity is a strength. It doesn't... It's not being, I don't know, thrown in your face. I don't know how to put it. But it's like, yeah, it's a show and it's a diverse cast, and that is about it. There, you don't care. You don't think about the diversity in The Expanse because they do it right. They do it right. I could not help but watch these episodes and say, okay, they're checking off all the boxes. This is clearly some agenda-driven show where they're like, we need to get, you know, 1 of this race, 2 of that race, that religion, these people, subvert some expectations, and blah, 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 blah. And man, I mean, it wasn't the worst part of the episode, don't get me wrong. Had it been a good episode and just been forcibly diverse, I probably wouldn't even have mentioned it. But the fact that it was an awful episode, and it was forcibly diverse, unnaturally forcibly diverse, I will add, you know, that makes it all worse. And noticeable. It makes it more noticeable. So, Nightmare at 30,000 feet. Yeah, not a complete rip-off. Not real rip-off, really, at all of the old version. Other than they're both taking place on an airplane, there is really no relation between the scripts. Well, very minor relationship between the scripts. Oh, and I will give it credit, okay? Credit where credit is due. I'm totally a credit where credit is due kind of guy. what they did do tremendously well, they updated the new updated intro, the like the theme, not the theme music, but the, what do you call that? The opening credits, say, whatever you want to call that, the dun 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 dun, dun, and the door and the, all that stuff. Well done. Definitely, you can see they look back at the original. They updated it with modern tech and techniques, and it looks good. It sounds good, and I was happy with that. Unfortunately, that was about all I was really happy with. I mean, the first episode I would call painfully bad, like Star Trek Discovery bad of the Twilight Zone. I was going to keep saying Twilight universe, but no, that is a very different universe than the Twilight Zone universe. But yeah, the first episode is like a Discovery episode compared to the rest of Star Trek, where the second episode is merely a threshold or a move along home. You know, not a great episode, not a good episode, but if it was 1 or 2 episodes like that in a better season, then I could live with it. But even in the second episode, although not nearly as bad as the first, not a lot, but foul language. You know, it's not that the first episode was a one-off. They clearly are fine with F-bombs and other bad language all throughout this show. And I don't, you know, it's not like I don't watch things with bad language, okay? I mean, God knows I've watched plenty of shows with far worse language. I mean, Sopranos, a lot of cursing. Deadwood, Jesus, Deadwood was, you know what word they use all the time in Deadwood. So I mean, yeah, foul language can still be fun. I'm not saying foul language doesn't make it fun. But believe me, I have no problem with foul language where it makes sense, where it adds to the story, where it's where it's believable. I mean, okay, this is believable because, yeah, comedians these days use a lot of foul language, so it's not that it's not believable, but it doesn't add anything to the story. The story isn't better because of the language used. And if the story is not going to be made better, then they should just go ahead and skip using frickin' F-bombs and talking about, you know, their organs and things. That just, you know, keep it a decent show. Keep it a show that parents want to watch with their kids, or at least, you know, I don't know. I guess nobody watches shows together anymore because everybody's got their own phone and they're watching things on their phones. I have no idea. I don't know why people would do that type of stuff, but I would do things so much differently, and it upsets me. Again, had it been good, you know, had this been the new Sopranos, but obviously Sopranos is a completely different show, I wouldn't be complaining about the language being used in Sopranos, because that's exactly the language I'd expect to hear. But when something's called the Twilight Zone, and it's coming off of a history of like 50 plus years, much like Star Trek, of history, and you've come to expect some things, and in the very first 2 minutes, you get an F-bomb and a suck my something that's not the thing you're thinking. Yeah, it's like, why am I watching this? This was not made for me. I don't know who this was made for. This was made for the stereotypical millennial that I don't even, not even sure exists. Or maybe Generation Z that doesn't exist, that they think they have to curse like Captain Kirk mistakenly believed in the Star Trek 4. You've got to swear every other word or they don't even hear you. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. And I don't know. I had high hopes. I guess I should learn. I should learn by now. Let me save the game before this frickin' freezes or something on me. I guess I should learn. They're never gonna come out with something as good or better than what I remember. I mean, the last time they came out with something better than the original was Battlestar Galactica. 2004, which doesn't sound that far away, but man, it's 15 years ago. It's quite a while, quite a ways back. I guess I should stop believing, stop caring. We got tram. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's increase the speed of the tram to while we're at it. As long as I've got it open. Now the tram is still going to go at some maximum speed that the tram is set to, but this way, if we wanted to bump up the speed later, we can do that in advanced vehicle options. So we'll have a particularly fast tram system. And I'm sorry guys, I know I haven't gotten to the chat. This, as you can see, this is quite detailed, quite boring, but it does require my eyes. I can't veer away right now. Let me get this finished and then I'll get to the chat. You know I'm good for it. 50s. Wait, I wonder. I wonder if I'm not changing the speed. I wonder if this is the tram speed, or am I actually changing the road speed? Huh. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Although, now this is definitely looks like it's following the tram. But you know what? I bet the tram takes the road speed because they both operate on the same thing. So yeah, okay, well, whatever. So save changes again, save game again. Okay, now let's take another look at this at the subway system. See if I missed anywhere. Are there any hundreds? This frickin' labyrinth. There we go. I knew there would still be more. I knew there would still be more. Yeah, and then after you watched the 2 episodes on CBS All Access, and they say next episode April 11th. So not next Sunday, but the Wednesday after that. So maybe Wednesday is going to be their normal day, which I guess fine. You get Wednesday nights is Twilight Zone and Thursday nights Star Trek Discovery, and I get that, but then I just don't get is why they bothered to premiere it on a Sunday night. I don't understand that. Wow, why are there so many subway lines? Okay, let's see. This side's been done. This side's been done. That side's been done. Is there any? I think I might have increased the speed on some train tracks too. There's nothing wrong with that, because I mean the trains have their own max speed, just like everything else in the game. Why they even use speed limits, I have no idea. Okay, well, I gotta say, I think that is pretty decent. Is it everything? I honestly don't know. I wish there was a way to tell. But we'll make do. Okay. Okay. So, save in game. I'm gonna put the camera on. Give me 2.5 minutes, and I will be back to read your comments. Okay, sorry about that. I can't get over how much better the city looks since I turned the clouds off. Why would anybody program into their own game a feature that makes it look so much worse? I do not get it. Okay, now I'm sorry guys, I think it must have cut off just a few chats. What time is it? Oh, maybe it cut off more than a few. Let me see what I can get. Okay, because this thing, my tablet is showing the chat starting at 7:19. Let me see if I can find the older chats. Yeah. The older chats in my chat. No, Google Chrome, I don't need your notifications now. Okay. Yes, all the spam messages. Shrubbery, Monty Python, Sassy. Okay. At 17:08. In 1908. So that's 7:08 p.m. Thomas Potts says, I don't remember if I ever watched that. Chrono says, that's creepy. More like a moth wearing a Chronos face with my card. Chrono says, you don't like Monty Python unsubbing. Chronos, I mean, listen, I laugh at that rabbit, that crazy rabbit that bites people in the neck. And the run away stuff. But you know what? Never mind. I just realized something. And this is probably worse than saying I don't like Monty Python. But I just realized I was confusing Monty Python with Benny Hill. Okay, the Monty Python stuff I like. The Benny Hill I do not. So, yeah, I for some reason they were sharing the same like memory block in my brain, and like I was routing both Monty Python and Benny Hill to the same like sector on the hard disk that is my brain. And I just now realized, hey, those are two separate things. Much like the two actors that, even though I knew they were separate people, they shared the same thing in my brain. And the guy who played Scarface and the guy who was the father on you know, that comedy, Meet the Fockers. And I'm bad with names. I am bad with actors' names. That's how bad I am. But even though those are two of some of my favorite actors, and respectfully, they both shared the same memory block in my brain, and that happens. And John Street says, Bird is just sassy in a Joe suit. And John Street says, no Monty Python, down with Kuroga. And John Meyer says, Bird's greatest crime is not mafia related or meteor strikes. It is the fact disrespecting Python. And again, yes, the Monty Python stuff, the Knights Who Say Knee, it's coming back to me. That's not the problem. The problem is the Benny Hill stuff. And I'm sorry if you guys are big Benny Hill fans, but I am not. Monty Python, I'm good with. I'm okay with. Derek McManus says, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Again, another thing I like. So yes, Monty Python is not the problem. Josh Street says, wasn't Bird going to change speeds off stream? I was, Josh Street, but I got busy, and I had no time to do it, and I wasn't even going to go live today, but with Anti-Tracker leaving a couple hours between streams, I figured, I don't know, maybe you guys wanted me to go live. I don't know. I know some you guys like hanging out, and I do like hanging out with you guys. So I figured, okay, let me just do it. It'll give me a chance to rant a little about the Twilight Zone. And if you guys didn't like it, you can leave. I mean, you know, nobody forces anyone to be here. So I figured there was no harm. Now, I'm not doing this as a whole separate episode. That's why it only got episode 8.5 status. I mean, if people want to skip over this episode in the Nerd Island series, they're more than welcome to. Kronos says, spoil away, please. Kronos, I'm going to respectfully decline to spoil until tomorrow, because I know Anti-Tracker has set up his whole thing tonight, and some people, I believe such as Thomas, may not have seen the episode yet and want to, or at least want to see Anti-Tracker's reaction. So I will hold my spoilers until at least tomorrow. After that, I make no promises. Derek McManus says, looks like only John and I don't have wrenches. Everyone else here is blue. Lol. Derek, I'm sorry. Again, if I get to, next time I'm on a stream where I'm using my computer, and I have YouTube up on the computer, so, where like I'm streaming live with my face, please remind me and I can get you your wrench. I cannot do it through this game interface. There's just no option to moderate, to make people mods, or even kick people. So I will depend on you guys if we ever got a serious troll attack. But yeah, I don't have any of those options through the quote-unquote restream interface. Josh Reed says, CBS has lost family friendly when they went full nut job liberal SJW, and they've certainly continued. Twilight Zone is no turning point. John Meyer says, I feel oppressed by the wrenched class. Very sorry, John. You too, please remind me when I have, when I'm on, a Bed Life live stream. Brian McFarland says, jeez, why is CBS messing up all our favorites? I don't take my word for it, okay? If you're in the US, go ahead and watch episode 1. It is free on YouTube. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong about other things, but a building is on fire. No, what building? What building? Oh no, the milking parlor is on fire. I don't see any fire. Where's the milking parlor? Those are trees. This is the farm. This is the milking parlor. This is the milking parlor. I don't think there's any fire. Damn it, game. Stop. Stop with the fake news. Is CNN buy this game? Commander Ironwolf says, hey guys, what's going on? What are we talking about? Well, I guess they filled you in by now. John Meyer says, is he funny? You don't think Python is a genius? Can you judge? Is he funny? You don't think Python is a genius? Can you judge? Well, I've already discussed that. I was confused. My apologies. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla. Not Ryan Johnson. Very glad you could make it. Chrono says, Bird is rambling about something. Wolf gave up after he said he doesn't like Monty Python. Okay. I'm confused a bit about the Monty Python. My apologies. Something wrong? Oh. No, I lost, damn it. I just caught up to the chat and I lost it. And I lost it all because the stream stopped streaming on my tablet. Son of a bitch. Okay. I've got to keep reading from the game. Where do I got to get to now? Come on now. It's on top chat again. Live chat. I got to get to 7:37 p.m. Son of a bitch. I'm up to 7:19. Ah, yes, and I still have to watch Veep. Veep was on last night on HBO, and granted it had seen better seasons, but I'm so heavily invested in the show. This is the last season. I will watch Veep, I think tonight. So we could talk about that tomorrow for anyone interested. John Meyer says, hearsay, most foul. Chrono says, Bird needs his own Spanish Inquisition. Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm just rewatching their movies on Netflix. Nobody expects it. Chrono says, oh Jeebus, here we go. Josh Street says, so Bird, we send Mrs. Anti-Tracker into a bad April Fool's joke on her Twilight Zone if she watches. So Bird, did we send Mrs. Anti-Tracker into a bad April Fool's joke or her own Twilight Zone if she watches the new Twilight Zone? I can't say for sure. I mean, I don't think it's gonna send anybody anywhere. I think people have come to expect this, and I don't know. I mean, Anti-Tracker kept saying how much he likes the guy who directed it, so maybe he will like it. Maybe I will be the odd person out. Maybe everyone will like it but me. It's possible. I don't know. And I say you guys should make up your own minds. Don't take my word for it. I mean, being that the first episode is free on YouTube, at least for those in the United States. Go ahead and watch it. Nobody might as well watch it. See if I'm crazy. That's my advice. Simon Fottrell from Dublin says hi. Welcome, Simon Fottrell from Dublin. Good to see you. I know I'm a ways behind, so if you are still here, thank you so much for coming and checking out the stream. And even if you're not here, thank you for coming and checking out the stream. John Meyer says, so Bird is saying the Expanse writers will never work again. Good to know. Did I say anything remotely like that? Derek McManus said, I'm diverse. I went into a gay bar in Edinburgh once by accident. Chrono says diversity used to be called the melting pot. Yeah. Thomas Potts says, sure, Derek. I mean, Kathleen. Dale Stafford, thank you, Dale. Welcome, Dale. Says, no creature on wing. I don't want to spoil it, but no, there's nothing on the wing. John Meyer says, I'm diverse. I'm all sorts of white minus the Mediterranean peoples. Just to go back to Terror at 30,000, you know, it is a scary situation. It does take place on an airplane, and there's one other similarity I don't want to spoil, but other than that, it is very, very, very different. Maester Alex is live. I just got the notification. So, for anyone who's a big Maester Alex fan, you know, I will not be offended if you check out. Derek McManus says lols. Commodore Ty says hello all, hello all. Commodore Ty, welcome to the stream, and just a reminder for anyone, check out Commodore's Ty channel. He's been doing a bunch of Star Trek Discovery reviews. I would say most are better than mine, but he is undersubbed, as we call it, as we professionals call it in the YouTube business. He's undersubbed. So check out his channel. He's also done a lot of tributes to people who've passed away. He was first on a lot of things, ahead of the curve. And yeah, he definitely deserved to check out Commodore's Ty channel if you haven't already. And now I got notification that DJ Odyssey has added a quote to the Bird of Prey 5 quotes list. So, I guess I said something. Said something that you guys found interesting. Thomas Potts says, hi, Commodore. Lots of hellos to the Commodore. We skip ahead. Dale says, if they're putting their best foot forward to try to attract an audience, I'm afraid what the rest of the series will be like. Yeah, that's the thing though. If they honestly think this is their best, then maybe what they think is their worst is actually pretty good. I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible to think that, but it's possible. Commodore Ty says, I gotta wait till Thursday to see the new Twilight Zone. Sorry to hear that, Commodore. Thomas Potts says, Deadwood uses boner. No, Thomas, if you've never seen Deadwood, they use cocksucker. Every other word is cocksucker. Cocksucker this, cocksucker that. And if you read or watch like the real history of Deadwood, and they talk about it, that word was not actually in use in Deadwood in whatever year, the 1800s, when this took place. But they used a different word with a very similar meaning. And the producers or directors, the writers, they were debating whether they should use that other word or not, but apparently that other word we would barely recognize, and we'd actually, and I forget what it was. I don't even think they mentioned it, but whatever this other word was that they used where they meant it like we mean cocksucker, had they used it to be real to the period, they said that as the audience, we wouldn't identify it as what it meant, and we'd actually find it funny. So we'd be laughing every time they said it. So they decided to go ahead and use the modern equivalent because it was closer, what the people meant every time they said it than what they actually said. So yeah, little Deadwood history. Chrono says the Sopranos bird, that's just home videos for you. I have to tell you, the Sopranos, like, my whole family, even though we weren't all together, I was in college, my sister, I think my sister was the one who didn't really care for Sopranos. But my aunts, my grandmothers, my cousins, aunts and uncles, everybody freaking watched The Sopranos. I mean, even at school, every Sunday night, we'd go to my friend's dorm room, and we would watch it, and everybody in the family saw it on Sunday night, and we would talk about it throughout the week. So much so that when one of my friends scheduled his wedding for the same day as the series finale of Sopranos, we were totally pissed at him, but I brought a portable, I had a, now understand, this was way before iPhones and Android phones. I had a Windows phone based phone. I don't know, basically like a small PC and a phone, and I had software from Slingbox, and what Slingbox did, and still does though it's not as popular, is that it actually sent your cable box out over the internet that you could watch it on your cell phone. And I had it set up so like the whole freaking table, we're all watching my cell phone to watch Sopranos between the wedding as things were going on. I mean, this was the reception. The religious part was over already. So this was just like the dinner and everything. So we're watching, and then at the very end of the episode, that screen just goes black, and we're like, the connection died. So I couldn't wait to get home to see what actually happened, only to get home and see, I guess I should have said spoiler alert, but yeah, if you haven't seen Sopranos yet, it's your own fault. Yes, the end of Sopranos is literally in the middle of a song, the screen just goes black. And there was absolutely nothing wrong with my phone, but man, was I ever pissed. In hindsight, I kinda understand why they did it. It's not the worst ending in the world. a million times better than the Lost ending. But yeah, Sopranos, quality show all around. Commodore Ty says, I will be doing Twilight Zone breakdowns and reviews on my channel when they start to show in Canada. Very cool, Commodore Ty. Look forward to it. John Araki says, Qapla. Qapla, John Araki. Miss Michelle says, Qapla Joe. Suck what? What WEF did I log into? I don't know, Miss Michelle. I'm not sure, but welcome to the stream. John Meyer says, suck my poultry. That does not sound healthy. Derek McManus says, Lowe's, blow the love trombone. John Araki says, Kathleen and Michelle need to fight it out for top clam on the chat. John, Kathleen is Derek. Kathleen is Derek. John Meyer says, that's a bit rude, John. That's also rude. And Kathleen says, by Kathleen I mean Derek, says Michelle wins. And Miss Michelle says, only love, no. And Derek says, launch everything and get every viper in the air. DJ Odyssey says, hail Bird of Prey. Hail everyone. Hail DJ Odyssey. Welcome to the stream. So glad you were feeling better. I was watching your stream earlier today. Yes, those Chicago people are really pissed. Really pissed. Lots of hellos to DJ. And John Meyer says, take the tram to Warp, Mr. Sulu. Derek says, nuclear vessels. Chrono says to DJ, what is your take on Monty Python? Thomas Potts says, you aren't first, DJ, just like always. DJ says, let's do the trams warp again. And microphone, wind, bunnies, I don't know. John Meyer says, Alameda, take me to Alameda. Yes, but where's Alameda? Oh, I think it's across the bay in Alameda. Derek says, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird is good for 7. Bird is good for it, 7 hours behind the comments. DJ says, love Monty Python. Played them in my show today. Killer business. Chrono says, you may want to unsub here. I've already explained. I confused Monty Python with Benny Hill. DJ Odyssey says, Thomas, I am the first DJ in the chat, though. That is true. John Meyer says, holy hand grenade for everyone. Thomas Potts says, do you do an April Fool's prank on radio? You know, were you here yesterday when DJ was telling us his plans for his April Fool's prank? Chrono says, Bird does not like, and that equals hates Monty Python. DJ says, yes, I did, Thomas. DJ is now saying, unsubbed. Derek McManus says, let's make Bird do a 6-hour Doomcock style stream. That's not happening tonight. Not Ryan Johnson says, it's just a flesh wound. Thomas Potts says, did you record it? To DJ. And John Meyer says, nee. The nights that say nee. DJ Odyssey says, well, I have the audio of me. Did not get the reactions in the chat room because I left to make left to make it more real. DJ, you didn't do what you said you were going to do, did you? That's bad. That's bad, DJ. Commodore Ty says April 11th is next Thursday. Really? It's a Thursday? Well, then I guess it's the same night as Discovery. Chrono says, is it knee or knee or knee? I thought it was the last one. Knee. Thomas Pot says, okay. Derek McManus says, deceased parrots. Commodore Ty says, in Canada, they will have both STD and Twilight Zone on the same night, around the same time. Chrono says, X-parrots. John Meyer says, well, if you spell it knee, at least people know how to pronounce it. And that is true, especially for me, since I am not great, with the pronunciations. So let me put the camera back on, and now I can go back to the tablet to read some more, because I caught up. DJ Odyssey says, but the majority thought my place did catch on fire and was all in a panic. Lol. That's not cool, DJ. That's if I had been listening, I knew it was a joke, but I would not have wanted to be one of the people who was not in on it. Thomas Potts is lolling. Derek says, lols, John, we do not nail. Josh Street says, Bird went a little too happy with the Stargates. DJ Odyssey says, Visitor Island is mine. That's fine, DJ. We can make that happen. Not Ryan Johnson is starting to spam again. Chrono says, would it be possible to make Bird sing a song while playing this game? I really can't, because I have no way of looking at the lyrics, because the game takes up the entire computer screen. I gotta play the game in full screen. Unless it was a song that I knew the lyrics to, and there are very, very few songs that I would be comfortable enough to say I knew the lyrics to. And also, if anybody is PayPaling me, I'm not going to get notifications again because the game is taking up the full screen. So please either let me know, or I will read it after the stream is over. And I know tomorrow I've already got 2 songs in the queue. So tomorrow is probably going to be a singing stream. So if you're interested, I guess get those requests in by tomorrow. DJ Odyssey says, well, if he knows the hit, he could. If he doesn't know it, then no. That's true. Derek says, I certainly am. Chrono says, I'm not concerned with spam. DJ says, spam, eggs, and spam. Josh Street says, well, Kronos, what if it's moths with spam? Derek says, I've been to the wall snack. And DJ yells, Jaloja! Thomas Pond says, I hope he doesn't forget to unmute. Kronos says, I'd eat all the spam and moths you could. Would be saving my life. Not Ryan Johnson. Well, spam, egg, sausage, and spam. But that's not much spam in it. I would say spam, egg, and white rice. That's the Hawaiian breakfast. DJ says, I just want spam, eggs, and spam. Derek McManus says, sneaked in the back way. It's a quarry outside Lame. Stole a horseshoe from the forge in Castle Black. Not Ryan Johnson says spam, lovely spam. Thomas Potts says, Bird, did you mute? I did mute. DJ Odyssey says, some things in life are bad, like they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse when you're chewing on life's gristle. Don't grumble, give a whistle. Robert Knowles says, DJ Odyssey, fried bologna. I don't know, wait, why is it spelled bologna but pronounced bologna? Someone tell me. Fried bologna and eggs are better than spam and eggs. Dale says, okay, enough of that. Actually, this is kind of mesmerizing, just watching the animated city flyovers. Oh, yeah, why did the flyovers stop? Sorry about that. John Meyer says, always look on the bright side of life. Not Ryan Johnson says, is your wife a goer? You know what I mean. Know what I mean? Nudge, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Say no more. Know what I mean. Chrono says, life's a piece of shit when you think of it. John Meyer, say no more, Wesley. Not Ryan Johnson says, just look on the bright side of life. DJ says, Bird is deleting chats now on purpose. I went back and I got the chats. Thomas says, just skip DJ's chats. Cronus says, oh great, he lost the chats. He lost the bloody chats. I found them, okay? I had to go back to the other system to read them, but as annoying as it was, I did it for you guys. Dale Stafford says, okay, Python fanhood established. Chrono says, well, that's a bit of difference, I guess, between Benny Hill and Monty Python. Derek says, no one expects Joe to be in the Mafia. Dale said, British guys in drag doing slapstick, understandable. Thank you. Chrono says, Hill was a horn dog. John Meyer says, don't like Benny Hill, Bird is gay, confirmed. I don't think it works that way. Derek McManus says, Benny Hill was fun in New York. Yes, Al Pacino. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Different actors, but for some reason, they always get them confused. Chrono says, what just happened? Wow, what just happened? Thomas says, are you going to put a link to Captain George videos on the website? Well, probably. I guess that would make sense. I do have to talk to Anti-Tracker. There's like 3 or 4 people already. I would imagine even if Captain George hasn't asked, I will just go ahead and put his name on the list. I guess later this week we'll expand it. I imagine Captain George would be there. I'm sure Anti-Tracker will be fine with that. It does make sense. I just slipped my mind. My bad. Chrono says, oh, okay, equals loves. Yes, especially if Captain George is going to be making videos again. Because, I mean, he did say he's back, so that's good. Because there was a while there he went without doing videos. Chrono says, okay, equals loves. DJ says, Bird loses all of his nerd cred, hating on Monty Python and Benny Hill. I'm only hating on Benny Hill. Dale Stafford says, I like Mel Brooks' take on the Inquisition better. I like Mel Brooks. Chrono says, history of the world. Yeah, good stuff. DJ Odyssey said, Bird hogs all the live stream time. I'm sorry, DJ. I'm gonna get off as soon as I can. No, that was a bad quote. John Meyer says, winter for Poland and France. Chrono says, you can't talk him out of anything. Commander Iron Wolf says, the Moth's force knows to give anti-tracker large sums of money. Thomas Pot says, no, I didn't see them, but I don't care about spoilers. I thought you said don't spoil anything in anti-tracker's stream. Derek McManus says, low Dales, the sheriff is nearer. Thomas Pot says, is DJ a troll? Chrono says, at gunpoint, Commander Iron Wolf. Commander Iron Wolf says, I don't have a wrench. Commander Iron Wolf, when I'm on my next live stream, where I'm live streaming live, like, you know, with my face on a bed life live stream, please remind me and you'll get your wrench. DJ says, I troll the trolls. I had a wrench and I gave it back. Yes, DJ did. John Araki says 99%ers and you wrenches. And John Araki, you too can get a wrench, my friend. Please just remind me next time I'm on live. In fact, if you're around tomorrow, John, I think I got a couple of songs to sing. So yeah, try and check out whenever that stream is. Robert Knowles says, and one of those songs, man, I listened to it today. I have no idea how I'm going to keep up with that. Robert Knowles says, looks like the gunman standing on the corner says, here, take the mouse, I'll watch Bird stream. I will watch Bird stream. Laughing. John Araki says, the wrench is the opiate of the working man. You've figured out my secret, John. Derek McManus says, lols, Mr. Miles wants a wrench. Mr. Miles has a wrench here. Chronos says, Commander Iron Wolf, all you have to do is wait an hour and, okay, 3 hours, and he'll probably give you one. Patience. DJ says, if you need a wrench, then you are just trying to compensate for something you lack. Lol. Yes, they lack the wrench. John Meyer says, making parlors are all concrete, but the roofs. Milking parlors. Milking parlors are all concrete, but the roofs. Alex Brooks says, hello all. Welcome, Alex Brooks. Chrono says, so what's the record people watching Bird live stream? Well, honestly, the record once was like over 50, but that was a very unusual night. That was the night that the blue lights lit up the sky over Queens, and I went live broadcasting my security camera footage of the sky freaking pulsating blue, and like I literally thought a nuke went off. But since that, I believe I hit 25 a couple of times. So I'd say 25 is kind of the record at this point. It's not the usual, it's the record. Hector says, hi guys, welcome Hector. DJ Odyssey says, shortest watched, longest watched. What sort of record? Thomas Potts says, you didn't catch up. I didn't say I caught up. Oh, all I meant was I caught up to the fact that I could now switch from reading the comments from in the game to reading the comments on my tablet, which just means that you guys can watch the game. And look how much clearer it is without the clouds. Man, I feel like we've lost so much clarity having the clouds on all these months. It is so much clearer with the clouds off. Why would you program in the clouds to make your game look like shit? I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's all I meant by what I caught up. John Araki says, Sassy is too quiet. The Asian neighbors might have gotten her. No, I can assure you, Sassy is right here nearby with Mom, safe and sound. DJ Odyssey is saying hi to Hector. John Meyer saying free sassy. Hello to everyone. Oh, lots of hellos are going back and forth. Hector says VIP has 2 good reasons to watch. Kronos says, hey to all I didn't say hey to. John Araki says, DJ Odyssey, do they make bunny suits with extra room in the crotch? Commodore Ty says, who is looking forward to Anti-Tracker watch the Twilight Zone tonight? Commodore Ty, I don't know, were you at Anti-Tracker's stream earlier? He kind of changed it up. He's actually watching it now. But he is going to put it back up, and him and Mrs. Anti-Tracker are going to talk about it rather than watch it like he does Discovery, because Mrs. Anti-Tracker is not going to be okay with him pausing it every 5 minutes. And frankly, this hour-long first episode, I suspect there's going to be a lot for him to say. DJ says, Bird sure is swearing a lot tonight. Sorry, DJ. Sometimes it's necessary. Thomas Potts says, hi to everyone I didn't say hi to. Chrono says, is it wrong to say that I don't care about the Twilight Zone? Of course not, Chronos. You don't have to care about everything or everything anybody else does. The only thing it's wrong to say you don't care about, apparently, is Monty Python. DJ says, I wish John damn thing sure is tight. Maybe I should lose weight. John Araki says, Bird reading last requests at hospice. What? No. John DeMarco says, I think we're all looking forward to the Twilight Zone review tonight. I'm going to be asleep, guys. I don't think I'm going to be there, even though it's a relatively early live stream for him. I'll probably catch it in the morning. Hector says, only if it's bad, K if it's good. I prefer to watch the show before the Anti-Tracker review. Chrono says, it's safe to say the original was considered the best Twilight Zone. I would say so. DJ says yes. Chrono says, don't take Bird's word. John Maya says, but Bird is the word. DJ says, Bird is just looking for more of that sweet, sweet CVS money. You got to me, DJ. Waiting for my next 50,000. I can't believe I blew that first 50K in a week. Chrono says, I tried to watch them years ago. I just never got into them. The way that CBS is great with the new content, I'm thinking this will be a laugh fest. I don't know. Being the first episode is literally called The Comedian, and I could not find a laugh in the entire episode. I would say good luck to you. Hector says, oh, now we have an Irish to supplement the missing Zoom. Yeah, poor Zoom. Not poor Zoom, poor us. Zoom doesn't come around anymore. Chrono says, hey, I'm colored, just not black. Oh, God. DJ says, I don't want to spoil it, but no, nothing on the wing, Bird of Prey 5. Listen, I already said it's not the same. It is not the same script. It's not the same story as Terror at 20,000 feet. Thomas is lol. Hector says, I'm a little yellowish, but it must be my Billard gland. Billard gland? Chrono says, it doesn't sound healthy, Hector. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey is a professional. Yes, Thomas, I am a professional. In fact, on one of my first Star Trek Discovery reviews, somebody complained and said reviewers, like, I don't know if he said professional reviewers, But, oh, critics. He called me a critic. You know, it's like critics like you have a responsibility to, and he went off on some bullshit about being fair or something, and was like, critic. I was like, hey, thank you for calling me a critic when I just consider myself a guy on YouTube. But I was being fair. It was a complete crap episode of Discovery. I'm sorry. He wasn't happy. Oh, and then somebody, I was going to, maybe tomorrow when I go on my live stream, I got a comment on one of my recent videos that I just thought was funny. I wanted to show it off. John DeMarco says professional mob boss. Chronos says ha. DJ says thought professionals was hookers. No. Those are independent contractors. Thomas Potts says lol. John Meyer says I want to be an amateur mob boss. A lot of danger. And if you're not in the union, a lot of danger. Hector says a professional Call of Duty player for sure. Not. Chronos says, well, even a crime boss have to get into the role. John DeMarco says professional zombie food, perhaps. DJ Odyssey says, well, watch Cheap Bleach. It was Joe driving the Jeep that drops off lore. That is not true. DJ says, I'm shocked at my mouth you use around your mother. At that mouth you use around your mother. Unsubbed. Chrono says, that's one tough mama. John Meyer says, pro-zombie food sounds like how I describe an Englishman. DJ Odyssey says, though he seems a little too easygoing with that word cocksucker. I hesitated. It took a while. It took a while for me to get to say it. Thomas Potts says his mom should wash his mouth out with soap. John DeMarco says wash his mouth out with Gordon. I think I'd prefer the soap. Thomas says lol. DJ Odyssey says maybe we could pay her to wash his mouth out. Live stream with soap.
50 grand.
She says 50 grand.
Real money.
50 grand real money. Thomas Potts says that's too gay for him. It is. Thomas Potts says a Windows phone or a phone-based phone. A Windows phone-based phone. Yeah, it's a technical term, Thomas. Chrono says, wow, the stream cut out while the boss was trying to explain things strange. Thomas says, same for me. Thomas, the FBI must be spying on his YouTube channel. Those bastards. DJ Odyssey says, don't stop, believe it. And then that's it. That's where it cut off. Chrono says, thanks for the spoiler bird. Maybe I wanted to see The Sopranos. Well, you're like 15 years late, if that's what you wanted to see. Hector says, Thomas, are you at work? DJ says, I was singing the Time Warp, but changed to Trams Warp, since you were working on the dang trams again. That's what the dang music note was. Thomas Potts is called off. Oh, right, he called off so he could be part of the Anti-Tracker stream tonight. DJ Odyssey says, well, yes, I did, Bird. The place is on fire a bit. Yes, I did, Bird. I did. My place is on fire a bit. DJ, just like right now, I have the picture up on Facebook back when I had my heart attack and laying in the hospital bed. Oh, jeez. Hector says, you are okay for an American for pronunciations, Joe. Well, thank you, Hector. That's actually a great compliment. John DeMarco says, if DJ's listeners have seen Bird's video about the true history of April Fools, they wouldn't have been deceived. Hector says the Bird video had better graphics than some episodes of TOS. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do for the graphics for that episode. For the episode, for that video today. I got way behind yesterday. I ended up not even recording the audio until this morning, and I had grand plans for putting in, like World War II photos and things, and like making it like a history looking documentary. And I realized that there was no freaking way I would ever even get finished today. Like, it wasn't even going to be close. So I was like, F it. Let's just try this painting board that I've had for a while set up and never used. So I hope the live play-by-play, okay, they weren't live, but you know what I'm talking about. As I was listening, I was drawing what I was talking about. I hope that was at least halfway interesting to watch. I hope it kept your interest. I considered just putting my face in the, my head in the jar and just doing it like a frickin' Doomcock video without, just watching the face and nothing else. But I said, let me try this. It doesn't take too long, and so I do hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know. Honestly, I'm curious the feedback, if that was interesting or you think that would get old quickly. And John DeMarco says the graphics were the best part. Well, thank you, John. I do appreciate that. Chrono says, interest how Bird, you can sing along songs that are the worst. Oh, must be the money. Thomas Potts says, great view on the screen, Bird of Prey. I don't know. They're all great. I mean, honestly, what I'm looking at right now is freaking great. With the clouds off, it's like every freaking view is great. It's such a beautiful city. Such a beautiful city. Chrono says, wow, he's still on spam. Hector says, that's fisty? I don't know. John DeMarco says, AT might be streaming by the time Bird gets these comments. Hector says, that was before I entered the stream. John the former peasant says, Bird is a tool of big spam. That's possible. Not Ryan Johnson says, I'm going to get off as soon as I can. And quotes me. John DeMarco says, when I'm live streaming, live with my face, Bird of Prey. Kronos says, Commander Iron Wolf, see, I told you. Iron Wolf is lolling. Kronos says, oof, I did walk into that wall, didn't I? However, I could still get interested in Twilight Zone someday. Didn't think I'd be liking Farscape. And here me be. DJ is laughing. DJ Odyssey says, damn, I bet Anti-Tracker would do it for only 900, not 50,000. Yeah, but Anti-Tracker would have to get here and get in the house and have to fight off Sassy. Hector says, now is a professional. I can't. Hector says, when is Anti-Tracker supposed to start his live stream? John DeMarco says at 9 Eastern, which is about 15 minutes. Kronos is thinking 9 Eastern. Okay, so about 20 minutes, says DJ. Kronos says, dear God, man, how to let Bird know about it before it's too late. DJ says, we will have to quit replying altogether. Kronos says, F that. Hector says, all caps, worked once. Dale says, I was trying to find out when the actual Old West cuss word should have been used in Deadwood. My search history is shocking and I never found the answer. I'm curious too, but you know what? I'm not Googling it. There's just too much risk. Maybe it's something you ask on like Reddit and let one of the know-it-alls tell you. Let them do the searching. Dale says, I was drawing, the drawing added an element of suspense. It was fun waiting to see what the picture turned out to be. Thank you, Dale. Chrono says, wow, that spam marker was about 30 minutes ago. Can I get a time check? Well, you made that post at 8:42. It's now 8:44 p.m. So we are pretty clear here. Alex Brooks says, can we have a tidal wave or a nuclear attack? You know what, Alex? I think I will save the stream. Maybe we'll make a couple of big booms just since you guys have been here so long. And Hector says that swastika reached 85% completion. Yeah, I was wondering how far it was going to go before I cleared it. Thomas Potts says Sassy is 4/27/19. Too soon for that mission I gave you. Sassy? Sassy's looking out the window. Chrono says, what is a swastika? Hector says, ask Bird. DJ says, let's blow up some chill ATs and chill till AT starts. Crank it up to 25, damn it. Chronos says, methinks Bird skipped a bit. Honestly, Chronos, I don't think I did. And I'm on full chat. I really don't think I skipped anything. But, I don't know. I can't be 100% certain. Okay, so let's DJ Odyssey says CHIT. Dale says, I chuckled at that incomplete German World War symbol. Does that make me a bad person? No, Dale, that was the point. I wanted to get it. I wanted to make the point, but I didn't want to actually draw it. Because as you know, the entire point of April Fool's Day. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the video. You should definitely check out the true history of April Fool's Day, which I released earlier today because I got tired of people making a bunch of fake April Fool's videos. It's gotten way too commercialized. Everybody expects to them. Every company does something for April Fools because of social media, and it's stupid now. It's lost all of its meaning, and I'm bucking the trend, and I'm going with legit interesting stuff on April Fools. So let's check out, is Meteor still where it was? No, I have to pump it up. Okay. So the game was saved. We are not resaving. DJ Odyssey says not chill. Chrono says yes and no, Dale. Actor says accelerate those meteors. Indeed. Dale says also chuckled at the Germans under the British tank. I guess I'm a bad person. Chrono says, oh yeah. Now Bird is ignoring Peeps. No wonder he caught up. Who did I ignore? Cronus is under the tank as in squishy. Well, that was the point. Okay, well, here we go. Here we go. This is such a beautiful city. But man, oh man, we need to blow it up. We need to blow it up. Okay, Meteor 25. First one is going into Crawford Ranch. Because anti-tracker's not here. So, let's see. Now this is a level 25 meteor.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should
Wow.
shelter immediately.
Wow, look at all that stuff that got thrown off. Oh my
A
God.
meteor strike has occurred.
Oh,
Avoid the
it
impact
went
site and
completely
shelter
clear.
if any is available.
I think it went completely over this island. Oh, okay, let's get it tonight. Let's get it tonight. Gameplay. Use day-night cycle. There we go. Oh, I hope it's getting darker and not brighter. Here we go. Watch for the shrapnel. The shrapnel is actually cars. So, watch it. I wish I could send the meteor while using the other camera, but I can't. Oh. That should be a decent. 3, 2, 1, detonate.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will
Oh.
strike the city in the near future.
Oh, look at them.
Residents should seek shelter
Look at them. They're
immediately
going.
if
They're
any
still
is available.
going.
A meteor strike
They're
has
still
occurred.
going. They're
Avoid
still in the
impact
air.
site and head to shelter
Holy
if any is
crap.
available.
It went completely across anti-tracker island. Oh my God. There's
Astrologists report that a
there's
devastating
anti-
meteor will
oh.
strike the city in the near future.
so much for
Residents should
anti-tracker's
seek
house.
shelter immediately if any is available.
Oh.
A
Oh
meteor
no.
strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and
Oh,
head to shelter
no.
if any is available. Astrologists report
Now he's
that a
got much
devastating
bigger
meteor will
eyes.
strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately.
Oh, the
if any is
tsunamis are
available. A
coming.
meteor strike has occurred.
Let's
Avoid
do a
the
couple
impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
in the ocean.
Astrologists report that a
Maybe we can
devastating
put
meteor
out the
will strike
fire
the
at
city in the near future.
Boothby
Residents
Woods.
should seek shelter immediately
Uh,
if any is available.
Ah,
A meteor strike
we'll
has
fight
occurred.
fire with fire.
Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is
Oh
available.
my God.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future.
Uh.
Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available. A
Boom.
meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available. Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately
And this
if any
is-
is available.
That's Starfleet. That is Starfleet headquarters. Right there.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the
Ah,
city
the
in the near
cars.
future. Residents should
There's
seek
cars
shelter
still
immediately if
going.
any is available.
They're gonna make it. Yes,
A
they
meteor
were
strike has
thrown.
occurred.
They were
Avoid the
thrown
impact
clear
site and
across
head to shelter if
to
any is available.
anti-tracker island. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. What is this saying? A building is on fire. You goddamn right a building's on fire.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Hit the bridge.
A meteor strike has occurred.
Hit the bridge.
Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is
Both
available.
bridges. I'm kind of saving that one for last. What bridge? We can do this bridge. Okay.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Now, what we're certainly not going to do is destroy my house. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Okay. Now,
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near
oh, look at those cars.
Seek shelter immediately if
Oh, they're going off the map.
a meteor
Oh.
strike has occurred.
Oh, one
Avoid the
car
impact
landed
site
right
and
there.
catch shelter if any is available.
There it is. There it is. It's stuck to the side of the mountain. It looks like a school bus. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. You guys are underwater anyway.
A devastating meteor will strike
Oh.
the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any
Okay.
is available. A meteor strike has occurred.
Come on, let's get to nighttime. Oh, we're on slow speed. Okay. We're gonna... Come on, let it get dark out. There we go. Darkness. We want to see those headlights come on. I did find a new toy, Chronos. I know my house doesn't have any water, but I'll survive. As long as there aren't meteors falling from the sky. Okay, the lights are coming on. The headlights coming on. The headlight, there we go. Let's see.
Astrologists report that a devastating
There we go. Look,
strike the city in the near
look at
future.
all these points of light.
Seek shelter
Oh,
immediately if any is available.
they like burned out as soon as they hit
Avoid
the water.
impact site and head to shelter if any is
Okay,
available.
let's try again.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor
Man, they
will strike
just
the
went
city
so
in the near
fast.
future. Residents
They
should
went so
seek shelter
fast.
immediately if any is available. A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site.
Let's
and
try
head to shelter
again.
If any is available.
Uh-oh. Oh well. I guess I gotta take out the last chance to see. Oh well. We'll be rebuilt. At least we get a decent forest fire out of that one. Okay, guys, so let me finish off the comments, and I guess it's time to get ready for anti-tracker stream for those of you. Damn it, how many comments did you leave? DJ Odyssey says he's a quarter German. Alex Brooks says start at Anti-Tracker Island. Chronos says that would have been funny. No, I wouldn't think that makes a person bad. I think I'm missing something. John the Former Peasant says In a dime and nickel German. I'm a dime and nickel German. Dale Stafford says, at Kronos, lol. Hector says the guy under the tank was a quarter German too. Yes. Kronos says, unless you are German, unless you are a German that you got squished under a tank. Alex Brooks says, look at the cars. Kronos says, Bird is happy destroying. DJ says, reload it and do it again at night. Kronos says, meteor. Thomas Putt says, it's too hard to see at night. Dale says, oh wow, everything just instantly vaporized. Exactly. Kronos says, I'm not paying for Anti-Trekker's house now. I'm not paying for Anti-Trekker's house now. Oh, the new one. Yeah, well. Alex says, hit the bridge. Thomas Pod says, did you ever put planet coasters and have the roller coaster car slam instead of people on the paths? They fly far. Did you ever planet coasters? I don't know what that is supposed to mean. But no, I've never seen roller coasters toss people off the ride. I didn't even know you could edit anything on the roller coaster. Dale Strafford said, glorious, yes. Kronos says, found a new toy, yes. Hector says, not so glorious in a phone screen. I need to see on my computer. Dale says, this reminds me of when the Hindenburg crashed into the Titanic near Hiroshima. Excellent, excellent, Dale. Very good. That is the comment of the night. Kronos says, cars in Starfleet Academy. What year is this? And don't worry. It's confusing. There's time travel involved. Kronos says, that's a evil trifecta, Dan. Thomas Pot says, your house doesn't have water. Dale says, Kronos, haha, it is, isn't it? And Dale says, if any of those cars are Volvos, those people are probably okay. Kronos says, if those were Jeeps, things would be different. Indeed. Indeed. DJ says, some are Jeeps. He has a mod, that is true. Dale says, is it alcohol? It's an alcohol bus. Low, low, low. Oh, it's a school bus. God damn it. What's an alcohol bus anyway? It's a school bus. Yes. Hector says, Joe dreams of being mutated and fused inside of a Jeep. Don't we all, says Dale. Kronos says, Jeeps transport a failure porn. DJ says, when you left the speed turned up. Well, you left the speed turned up. Alex Brooks says, machine gun, fire the nukes. DJ says, that's what they are flying so fast. Oh, yes. Good call. Hector says, are those nukes? No, they are meteors, but I've turned the speed of the meteors up with the advanced vehicle mods so that they just instantly detonate and you don't actually even see them coming down from the sky. Dale says, mining the Ming the Marsalis mode, love it. Or fast meteors, says Hector. Yes, they are fast meteors. DJ says, meteors at high speed. Alex says, that's what I call them. Everybody's saying meteors. Kronos says, would large meteor blast be close or equal to a nuke? A large meteor blast would surpass a nuke. Especially a small nuke. I mean, like the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs That was like equivalent to like half the nukes on the planet going off at once. Chronos says, I would say so. Alex Brooks says, but if they are speed up meteors. Hector says, do they leave deeper craters? No, Hector, they do not. They just go off. Yes, exactly what DJ was saying. Dale says a big one would probably be many times the nuclear blast. Yes, that is true. Hector says a big meteor would be worse than the biggest atomic bombs. And the biggest hydrogen bombs as well. DJ says those were big ones he was using. Hector says many, many times. In real life, we mean. Chrono says, I was wondering about it. I was wondering about real life. Thomas says, if you ever play Planet Coaster. Oh, if I ever play Planet Coaster, a different game, you could crash the coaster cars into people. Well, who would want to crash roller coasters into people? That's just sick. Hector says the biggest meteor crater known is 195 miles across. And Thomas Potts puts in a link to YouTube. Chrono says, oh sure, give Dale all the internet points for the day. Hector says all the atomic bombs in the world would only make a 10-kilometer crater. Chrono says, lol, alcohol, but sign me up. Hector says, what natural crater is that? Siberia, question mark. I thought there's a crater in the Gulf of Mexico or something. Hector says Verdovov crater in South Africa. DJ says, well, that one that wiped out the dinosaurs was only 6 miles wide. Chronos says, so why are we so worried about nukes? Radiation, yes, the radiation. Although, if you think about it, hundreds, if not, I think maybe 1,000 nuclear bombs have been set off in the last 65 years. And, you know, we're still okay. Granted, they were set off. Some were set off like just miles outside of Las Vegas. But those were a lot smaller than the nukes we have today. But, I mean, they were set off under oceans, under land, all over the planet. I'm not saying that we should be using nukes, but thousands of nukes have been set off all over planet Earth since the dawn of the nuclear age. And it's not like, wow, a lot of flooding there. And it's not like, you know, where half the Earth is covered in fallout. Chrono says, oh right, the melting, painful cancer stuff. Hector says, M because nukes will be on cities. Yes, that's true. DJ says, or anywhere bombs are stored. Lol. Thomas Potts says, the link is to a video of coaster crashing into people. That's cool, Thomas. I'll try to watch it. I can't on the tablets right now. Cronus says, well, some are okay, you mean. DJ says, need one of those. Need one set off of the moon, damn it. Chrono says, don't upset the moonies, DJ. DJ says, damn, one of the sheeps was out by itself. Blown off Anti-Tracker's ranch, lol. Alex Brooks says, but it's the dirty stuff with the Chernobyl that they keep emitting radiation. Yeah, the Chernobyls and the Fukushimas, they're the ones that have been the real radiation threats, more than the old nukes. Okay, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I'm gonna call it a night here. Anti-tracker should be on any minute. In fact, there he goes. Anti-tracker is live. So Qapla, take care and enjoy your night. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.